cities, and unfortunately, due to the pandemic, they don't get to experience it in their home arenas.
Away we go. Toronto will control the opening tip, and we are underway in Game 3. Eastern Conference semifinals. Lowry on the take and a foul in the first possession of the game to get back in this series tonight. We'll see how it all pans out as Marcus Smart, he's been the hot hand for the Celtics, comes up empty with his first try.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Raptors, look, it took 5 Marcus Smart threes in the fourth quarter to win a close game. So it's not like you've been dominated in both of these.
Toronto out to a good start here tonight. 7 consecutive playoff runs for the Raptors. And the defending champs, of course, they went through Orlando and Philly and Milwaukee and eventually
faced their set defense. Toronto's #1 in the league in fast break points. And they've done that in this series. And then #2, they've done a great job playing the ball one-on-one, to call at the end of the day. But look, you know, Brian, players will do whatever they can to get the call, and $5,000 certainly will not deter them if it helps them win a game.
Everybody's doing it. Lowry scores and one for this Eastern Conference semifinals. Here goes Kemba. Walker gets by Gasol. A quick release on the scoop through his first 3 quarters, and then was 4 for 4 shooting in the fourth. He couldn't buy a bucket. How about that one? Tice able to swat it in. Lowry's got 8, gives it to Gasol all the way through, uncontested.
He's had Tatum on him for most of the series, and he has struggled against that size.
And dangerous.
And I think Rebecca and Stan, the great equalizer here in the bubble, not having to play at the Garden tonight. Different experience for them. Down 0-2. We'll see how they have responded. It's been a good start as Gasol scored. I got to coach better, get my guys better shots, create better opportunities.
Well, and he's done that tonight. He's gotten Lowry against a different matchup. He's got more of those go in. That's been their big problem. Their defense has been good enough. They just haven't been able to make enough shots.
Just 1 for 6 from behind the arc. Another 3 is down. That's Ojale. Has 12 now, leading all scores. Boston by 2 as we go under 3 minutes of this first quarter. Now, patient, finds Ibaka. Nice. Good 2-man matchup better, likes the side-to-side defense better. The other Williams for the Celtics on the floor, Grant Williams. And Robert Williams saves it right into the hands of Wanamaker. Walker and Tatum running with the bench now. And in the air, hanging, it's a foul on Powell. As another 3-pointer miss for Toronto. They've missed 65 3-pointers in this series already. Tatum finding Wanamaker on the drive. Williams cleared some space for him, and Wanamaker for Toronto in this series thus far. On the take, can't get it to go. Van Vliet gets it back. Second chance opportunity, and finally Toronto.
That's why you win in this league.
Second foul on Van Vliet. So you got Siakam with 2, Van Vliet with 2, Powell with 3. As that is good at the end of this first quarter.
Going. And they get almost 60 points a game out of Lowry, Van Vliet, and Siakam. And it was just Lowry in the first quarter. Siakam and Van Vliet still very, very quiet.
Siakam and Van Vliet combining for just 2 points. Tatum patient. That superstar status. Now in his 3rd year out of Duke, 3rd consecutive playoff run, just 22 years of age. Boston with a 7-point lead just underway in this second quarter. Lowry gets deep with Williams there, and Anunoby for 3. Another cash for Ojale.
They're shooting under 20% from 3 coming into tonight, and they certainly haven't helped themselves tonight.
Tatum with Van Vliet on him. He's going to fire up a 3. Oh, big hit for Jason Tatum.
Dropped off a little bit later, but used to be a premier shot blocker.
Lowry uses that body floor here. 3-point Boston lead with the ball. And Smart comes up empty. Marcus Smart, who has been terrific so far in this series, is 0 for 4. Lowry on the attack in transition. The Raptors score again.
You're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. That eventually the ball's going to start going in the basket.
There's a turnover. Lowry trying to connect with Ibaka into the hands of Tice. Now Boston up 1. Here's Tatum shifty up top for Tice. Nice setup effort that was.
Toronto's defense has been outstanding.
Another misfire between Lowry and Ibaka. Another turnover. Third consecutive turnover for the Raptors. Brown hangs and finishes. Stan, it all started. Toronto had 3 turnovers in a 4-possession stretch that all led to points, led to a quick 6-0 burst. Boston has their largest lead. Gasol gets inside, gets the friendly bounce, and one for Marc Gasol. Van Vliet hunting. Anunoby for 3. His first miss. Anunoby gets it again, and a little jumper is good for OGS. Shot clock ticks. Down to 5. Smart. He'll pull a 3. And Marcus Smart drills his first 5 stand, but his first made 3 of the night. And that's been a familiar theme for Boston in this series.
And with Jaylen Brown out, Toronto going some triangle and 2. And on Jason Tatum, Lowry, Gasol, and Norman Powell in a triangle.
Smart high off the window, up and over. Kemba Walker all the way in, ran out of real estate. Turnover Boston. Anunoby having a tough time with the yo-yo. Long 3 for Van Vliet. Back-to-back triples for Fred.
Defenses in the league. Toronto number 2, Boston number 4. So seeing those kind of plays is not a surprise.
Boston has 6 blocks in this game. Good ball moving here. Tatum on the attack. Lays it up and in. So slithery in the lane. To this second quarter. Boston had stretched their lead to 10 at one point. Toronto's biggest lead came early in the first quarter. They were up 7 right out of the gates. About 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Smart on the drive. Double team is there. He kicks it. Kemba Walker got it just as the timer expired. We'll check in with Rebecca Harlow in just a moment as Brown fires a 3. And Anunoby rips down the rebound. Rebecca, I know you had a chance to catch up with Nick Nurse in the locker room. What do you have for us?
Yeah, Brian. Well, I'm going right back to that 3-point shooting that you were just talking about. Well, Nick Nurse tells me.
Green, it'll take you to NBA Twitter Live, the perfect companion to the TNT broadcast. Former Celtic Isaiah Thomas, IT3, Channing Frye, Taylor Rooks. They'll follow an ISO cam of Jason Tatum throughout the second half. It's exclusively on Twitter. Sounds like fun. That is some analysis I am very familiar with right there. I am elbow height.
Yes.
I know. And now you're being rewarded with some fouls and flagrants drawing some of those fouls. We saw that earlier with Tice, who got an F1 against Lowry. Smart open, set up by Tice, and that one's down for Mark.
Toronto, because Kemba Walker's going so well, traps him on that pick and roll. He hits Tice on the short roll. And the centers in the NBA have gotten so good at passing.
Boston up 2-0 on the number 2 seed. Walker, crafty, having to go up and over. Gasol can't do it. Now Van Vliet in transition. Smart is on him. Van Vliet scores with a left hand.
He is locking him down at this point.
It's been an impressive defensive series and playoffs for the Boston Celtics. They've won 6 consecutive games. Brown now on Van Vliet, and Van Vliet so strong. Took that air ball right in the face and mishandled that pass that time. Keep an eye on him. 4-point game. Boston in the lead. Toronto with the ball. And a bad pass by Gasol. Ends up in the hands of Lowry. Fakes a 3. Now fires one up. And that one finally goes. Kyle Lowry.
Toronto stays in this zone right here.
Inside. Smart gives it. Tatum all the way across. Good ball movement here. They go side to side. And there's Brown. Boy, so patient, Boston. What a possession off.
He wanted to see that basketball just drop through the hoop. So we'll see if this gets him going now that he's been able to hit one here. He needs to step up for his team if they're going to win this game, guys.
Yeah, and it was a tough shot, Rebecca. A little sidestep 3 that rattled home. He's got 20. Now it's Van Vliet. Van Vliet. Third made 3. Van Vliet now with 15. And Toronto now within a point. Remember, Boston led by 10 at the break. Dennis Kanter playing his first minutes of this series, Stan. And the jump hook is good right into the action. Boston on the push. Smart all the way in. Bangs it off the glass. Can't convert. Toronto comes right back. Brown on Van Vliet. Siakam with Tatum on him. Siakam for 3. Got it.
Tatum the ball at the free throw line and let him play in the middle of that zone.
Ibaka with a block, and this time Canner cleans it up. Celtics here in this third quarter a little bit. All tied at 68 now. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Lowry, little mid-range is true. It tweaked his neck a little bit. He's back on the floor. Said he was all right on his way back. Grant Williams returns. And Williams, the shot clock winding down, can't convert. Toronto can add to their lead. They're up 2. They've hit half of their shots in this third quarter. They're 9 of 18. They've made 3 of 8 from behind the arc and make it 4 of 9. Lowry with 24 and 9 in the quarter. Here's Williams for 3. Got it. That one home.
That's a big one.
I think the Van Vliet children have become the superstars of the Bubble family life. And his partner Shante, and Williams hammers one home.
And with the bad boys, that would have been a play on.
Yeah, right. The 11 turnovers for Boston. Lowry cross court. Here's Siakam now on the drive, met by Williams. Both Williamses. Patient. Finding Ibaka. Back inside. Siakam with 2 on the shot clock. He scores again.
In the zone again. This zone has really given them a big lift and taken Boston out of their rhythm here in the third quarter.
All of Siakam's field goals in this quarter. There's Wanamaker now. He goes strong, and he is fouled. Count the back. Well, Boston closed the third quarter stand on a 12-4 run, but a 3-point hit by Van Vliet to open up this fourth quarter. Now a turnover opportunity here for Toronto, with Lowry probing. Gives it to Siakam. Siakam drives, pitches it back. Here's Van Vliet once again. And Van Vliet getting it cooking now.
He sure defensive teams in the league.
Ibaka with 2 blocks. Here's Walker. Hesitation over Ibaka. Count it. And
35, and there's a good chance neither one of them leave this game down the stretch.
Anunoby's right with him at 36 minutes on the floor as well. Inside, Siakam got Williams up in the air and scores again. Pascal Siakam coming alive here in this second half for Toronto.
I'm a little surprised that Brad Stevens doesn't go back to Jaylen Brown on Siakam. He's had great success controlling Siakam. Siakam's starting to get going on Grant.
Boston a chance to take the lead here. Biggest lead of the night has been 10 points by the Celtics. Tough shot for Kemba Walker. And a thrilling comeback for the Denver Nuggets to even advance. Utah was in control there. Ball on the floor. Williams gives it to...
But this guy's a great competitor. 2 charges tonight. Gets on the floor right there for a loose ball, making winning plays.
Has figured it out here in the bubble. They've won 10 of 11. Norman Powell back on the floor. He scores with a left hand. Tice had to put one up.
And Tice is capable of making that shot. Not a great 3-point shooter, but capable.
There's the 3-ball.
Toronto trying to give Fred Van Vliet just a little bit of rest.
Toronto down a point. Shot clock to 5. And now here's Powell, a long-range 3. Up and in. Norman Powell leading by 2 on the big hit from Powell. Smart trying to answer. 3-pointer misses. All those made 3s in the fourth quarter. 5 of them for Marcus Smart. It's been a different story here tonight. Just 2 for 9 from behind the arc. Gasol on a good dish inside.
Well,
Toronto now 7 for 14 from 3-point range in the second half. Much better shooting. Has Brown, a little mid-range. Smart at the controls here. Gets right by Powell. Now Tatum. Couple of screens for him. Tatum trying to turn the corner. Does so. Tatum scores on Gasol.
On his high pick and rolls. And then can Toronto either get out in transition or be more efficient in their half-court offense?
Third foul in this quarter for Toronto. Tice with a 2-handed jam. Beautiful for Toronto. Can they make something of it? And a hot pass. Too hot to handle for Gasol. Turnover. Here comes Tatum. Running the floor. Gives it up. Smart. Able to stay in bounds. And Brown hammers it home. Toronto has missed their last 5 shots. They are down 4 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Van Vliet passed up a three. Nothing there, can't get by. Now Lowry does get by, goes to the hole and scores a tough layup. Brown, he'll take it, comes up short. Tice keeps it alive, Tatum bullet pass, Brown scores it. What a play by... That would have been a huge hit for the Celtics. Toronto only down 4 with the ball. Coming up on a minute left. Here's Lowry on the take. Lowry again with a layup. Toronto is in the penalty. No fouls to go for Boston. Now a three-pointer is up and no. Offensive rebound. Anunoby back to Van Vliet. They'll get it set up again. 2-point game. Van Vliet. Oh, what a finish with the left hand by...
It's a foul there, and I'm going to agree with him on that. I thought he had an and one, but a great finish by Van Vliet. And now Boston's going to hold for the last shot.
And a chance to go up 3-0. Toronto does have a foul to give. Walker in the double team gets by. Walker dishes. Tice with the dunk with .5 left.
Well, they on the side out of bounds. They're going to be switching everything back here. Marcus Smart's going to stay up high, taking anybody coming to the ball.
Series on the line. Anunoby got it off, and it goes. Did it count is the question. OG Anunoby.